Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Reassembly with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back once more to the glorious Beathrix Empire, which is in need of a bit of a change, I feel. Now, as much as I do love drones, I have been promising making a few ships per faction for the last couple of factions, and well, with only 2 factions to go, it's time to live up to that promise. And apparently have a coughing fit, which has probably just been edited out. But anyway, let's continue nonetheless. First of all, I will indeed increase my ship resource, thank you. We're only 1 off now, having the maximum. And it is about time we have a laser ship. That is, a laser ship of a higher level. Now, I've also added the medium-sized, what do you call them there? The lovely, delicious things known as... oh, point defense, there we go. So I want to test out that as well. But anyway, I'm thinking, with the laser ship, I'm going to be A, extremely lazy, and B, extremely experimental. Because I want to see how well a almost pure, other than like around the core, shield ship would actually do. Now, I'm quite curious about this. Because the one thing with the guns and everything is the fact, again, in this faction a lot more of the stuff is explosive. Now that means to me that really avoiding damage altogether is the ultimate goal. Now that can be obviously attained by simply hiding weapons behind armor. Now the big problem with that, with the Doom Beam and such, is the fact that these things have quite a limited range, a range of only 400. So I was thinking, what would it be like? Would it be viable? Now, I'm not even sure if it is, honestly, if we went with an almost pure shield build for our defense. Now, this obviously will cost a lot of ship resource and cause us to be quite a small craft and be basically invisible underneath all the shields, but I would like to see just how that would do, and so I'm going to be doing it. So, first of all, let's do some lovely impulse thrusters down here, like so. Thank you very much. Really should be separating these now I think about it, and actually that's quite a bad place for them, because of how I'm doing the shields at the moment. So perhaps we want it a bit wider as well. Well, if we're going to go with lasers, we could of course part them out. Now, another thing is, having lasers in a row is an idea, so that, you know, that the one point is more damaging. The big problem with this is that they really don't go together very well, and because of their short range, it doesn't really stack, at least from what I've seen so far. Of course, I could be very wrong about this, but that's just what I have kind of experienced. So again, we're going with as many shields as possible. Of course, I'm not sure if the shields themselves are well, if they actually explode or not, so I will be using some armor around them, but probably not too much, purely because the shields themselves, of course, are going to cost some weight. As you can see, we've basically become an orb of pure light. We are the light in this dark universe. We are the Illuminators. I was about to say the Illuminati then, because the word Illumi came into my head, but not quite. Would be a very bad Illuminati, although I'm sure I would make a great leader for the New World Order. I don't think they'd really choose me, sadly. So let's see here, heavy body weight, heavy body, well, that's me, but heavy body work rather, there we go. Apparently words are quite hard when you're a bit under the weather, who would have thought? would like if you could perhaps tone down the effects, even if only you can see the toned down effect, so that if you become an agent it isn't too cheap. Okay, we're going to exit this for now, save it, and oh yes, someone did give me a good name for the other ship, which was the one I was recently making, the Defender, which should be called Blur. However, I'm going to call this one Blur instead, so your name is being taken into account, just not used for the one you wanted. So hopefully we can steal a lot of the parts. Obviously we won't be able to steal enough shields because, well, we don't have that many shields. And I just want to see how those thrusters actually work. So let's get built up and let's find out. Okay, now that some of the thrusters are actually in, we can test how it works. So moving forward and turning. It does indeed allow us to turn. Now the big benefits... Oh, there's a bit of frame loss here, and I actually know why, so that'll be fixed in a second, so don't worry about that. It's just jumped down to 30 FPS because of one of the limiters I have on, and I forgot I had it on. So, the big bonus to this is when I'm staying still, as you can see, it doesn't throw me around anywhere near as much as having thrusters on the sides, which also correspond to moving forward, which means if I try and turn, it'll also send me forward. This way, I have a lot more control when I'm stopped, which is quite a like that. Okay. Then this will continue. Then we are going to actually have some of the smaller ones, but we're going to have them a little bit further ahead because of the lack of range, and this way as well each of the weapons is staggered, so if these are indeed as explosive as I've been told and have read up on in certain places, then they shouldn't detonate each other quite as easily, although I'm fairly certain they probably still will regardless of my best efforts. But I have good intentions, and that's the important No, but that's small there. Remember that these do conjoin once you go in. Not that it really matters all that much, considering we are basically a ball of shields, but still. I'm actually a lot bigger than I thought I was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than this. Okay, we're still good. We're still good. How about some of the larger point defense? Just can I actually connect there, just on the back there, so they get a bit more range as they're further back. We should hopefully be attacked from the front as much as possible. So having the larger subsystems probably best on the back and the small on the front. Although I will put some small ones just here because I am very concerned about these thrusters. So having any defense, even if it only shoots down one missile. Really don't want this back section to explode. Not much punch to this thing, it must be said. But, well, it's got a lot of damage per second. It's just not going to be able to actually implement the damage all that well. That's my major concern. Do I have enough front of the shield? I don't, but I will soon. Okay, so that's what I'm doing to do for now. The core is very heavily shielded, the outside is less so. So I'm thinking about perhaps spreading the shields around a bit more than I currently do. So put that there, and put this one there. Then I would like a shield here and a shield here. If they're going to be explosive anyway, why not be completely stupid and make all the explosives in one corner? Because why not? This can only end badly. But you know what, it'll be a fun kind of badly of explosive results. And thus, we were christened the Blur. Oops, I took a screenshot. The Blur. And save. Oh, sorry about that. Another coughing fit. The joy of illness. I think I might just skip out the whole clip there as well. It took a while anyway. It'll take a while to get up and running, but we have a lot of... Ooh, cool. Our guns will turn on sooner, so we can shoot them to entertain myself. How did that build itself asymmetrically? Well, I suppose there were bits of the old ship, weren't there? So that actually makes a lot of sense. Ooh, that's somewhat concerning. The front thrusters are basically turning me the wrong way. If you like to observe, I tried to turn to the left here, I'm turning heavily to the right. Which of course will just keep them on forever. Now hopefully that'll fix itself as more thrusters get added, but oh! Did I invert my controls perhaps? I don't think I did. Now that is weird. Why are the controls inverted? They're definitely inverted. Did I change a control or something? Or did I just No, even the back ones are now doing it. end of the series. And after that, there will be either tournaments, which depends if I get enough time to actually host one, because it's a lot of admin work, or simply mods. I am very keen to check out the mods in this game. So thank you so much for watching, have a lovely day, please do take care, and until next time, goodbye. And of course when you get back, you'll see a healthy dose rather, of this particular fighter having its day killing things and being better than it is now. Thank you again. Goodbye. Oh, and of course, don't forget, if you have enjoyed the video and are enjoying the series, and of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Reassembly is a series you wish to see continued in the long run, and is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much again, and goodbye.